Hey, Larry, talk about just getting settled in as a Cincinnati Bengal and what you like about what you guys are doing so far.
Um, the process, taking it one day at a time. The transition is good. Um, going through the building, meeting my teammates, getting to know everybody, going through these OTAs is good. To get a feel for football. I feel like OTAs is a great time for the team to develop that camaraderie. Get to know each other. Kind of see how each other plays, and just kind of build that bond. So I think it's a great time when guys are getting acclimated, and the transition hasn't been bad at all.
Thank you.
Larry, is defensive installation at a pretty significant pace, or are they taking it slow? What's the installation process been like?
Oh, it's been good. We have installs every day. Different fronts, different defenses that we're running, but for the most part, it's good. We get enough time to where we can kind of go through the meetings, see what we're about to practice, and then go out and practice. Do a lot of walkthroughs. Make sure everybody understands what they're doing, and then we just go from there. So installation's been good. Just a process.
How do you see yourself and DJ Reader as a tandem this season?
I'm not gonna put any limit on it. I just want to go out there and work, make plays. DJ's season had got cut short last year, but he's healthy now. He's looking good. And I'm just ready to make plays. So I'm excited, for what we can do, and we're just gonna, come out there and work.
I think DJ said that you guys played against each other in high school, and I think he was an O lineman too. So did you guys go up against each other back in the day?
Yeah.
How was he back then?
I got him.
Do you remind him of that?
All the time. They had him playing fullback, and he thought he'd just run the ball. Nope.
Larry, DJ kind of talked about how you kind of transformed your body over the years and kind of praised you for what you've been able to do. What would you say that what was the kind of the turning point for you, and just kind of how would you describe your transformation over the years?
Well, I feel like I told the story a bunch of times, so I'll give you guys a quick overview. But I didn't start playing football until the sophomore year of high school. The only reason why I started playing football was because my mom had took away my Xbox. I was an obese kid. I was 350 pounds. Couldn't get in the football stance. My mom got me a coach. His name was Robert Mitchell. He trained me for about a month or so. Took me to the high school, and he told me I was going to play football. I told him I wasn't going to play football. We got in an argument. We got the permission slip, took it to my mom. My mom signed it. I was on the football field that Saturday. Couldn't go through the workouts, couldn't really do anything. The first day, coaches came up to me the next day. They said, Larry, we just want to make sure you're still here. And I'm like, yeah, I'm still here. But in my head, I was like, only because I had to be, because, that wasn't what I wanted to do at first. But, I went through my JV season, and really the turning point, we had the award banquet. And I thought my best friend at the time, Trey Grimes, was going to get, most improved JV player. And they called my name, and that was the first time in my life where I felt like I, earned something I worked for. So, I just I realized football was something I could do. So I asked my coach what I had to do. He said, you had to get faster, you had to get stronger, you had to perfect your technique. So like every day after practice, I'll go to the YMCA and I'll start off, running like half a mile and biking 5 miles, then run a whole mile, bike 10 miles. And I finally got to the point where I could run, 2 miles without stopping, bike 15 miles, and my body composition started changing. So I went from 350 the summer of my sophomore year to 247 the summer of my junior year. But then they said I got too small, so I had to bulk back up. So I bulked back up to about 262 for my junior year, made all conference. Then senior year, 267, all conference, East West All-Star. Had 5 scholarship offers from Furman, Howard, Charlotte, Presbyterian, and Catawba. Took one official visit to Charlotte, fell in love with it, opportunity to be the first. And, the rest is literally history. I'm the first player ever drafted from my college, was with the Browns for 4 years. Now I'm a Cincinnati Bengals. So I've been blessed, throughout my journey, and I'm, excited for what the future holds. I'm excited for this team. I'm excited for what we can do. So right now, the biggest thing is just putting in the work right now and, developing that chemistry, that camaraderie, and taking care of business on Sunday.
Do you still talk to that coach now, and how are those conversations reflecting back?
It's crazy. Like after that time, we've never we lost all communication with him. He had moved somewhere. My mom always tells me he was an angel or something, but we have not. We tried, we looked, we tried, we could never find him. So if you see Robert Mitchell out there anywhere, tell him to hit me up.
It's first off, thanks so much for kind of sharing that with us and giving us that synopsis of kind of your background. How much is that, how much of that mentality has kind of stuck with you as you kind of have transitioned to and now at a new team? How do you carry that? Or, I mean, is that still so much a part of you in the back of your mind as you go through things on a regular basis?
It just reminds me, every day when I come here that you just got to work. Nobody's going to give you anything. Nobody's going to give you respect. Nobody's going to give you a chance. You have to go out there and you have to earn it. You have to take it. So, like, being here is just, an opportunity for a fresh start to kind of continue to do what I love, with a new team, with a new opportunity, with a new slate. And it's the same kind of feeling I had when I got to Charlotte. Like, there's so much talent that we have in the building, but now it's putting it all together and making it work, So, like I said, it's an amazing opportunity, but we have to do something with it. You feel me? So that's the most important thing.
Yeah, Larry, what kind of advice would you give to a kid who was kind of in the same situation you were, or maybe even an elderly person like myself? What would be the key to kind of getting out of that situation, losing weight?
I'm a strong believer that that outlook determines outcome. A lot of times we look at things, at face value, but sometimes some things are just way deeper, And it's not gonna come easy, but you just gotta work for it. You feel me? Like, where there's no sacrifice, there's no value. So you have to be willing to sacrifice certain things in order to get what you want. I had to say no to a lot of things when I was in college because I wanted to, be an NFL player. So, and I'm in that position now, but you have to, kind of discipline yourself, and you have to go through things. You're not always going to be motivated, of course, but you got to be disciplined. So I tell somebody who's young, old, middle age, it doesn't really matter. Just, stay focused and just believe that whatever you want to do, you can do it, but you got to put in the work in. So.
Have you used that lesson
Larry,
in other regards?
What did you say, Jay?
Yeah, I was saying, have you used that lesson in other regards in your life? Maybe not just athletically or physically, but interest or hobbies that maybe you were a little afraid to try, and realizing that it can work out.
Yeah, you have to do with everything. I mean, that's just a fact of life. Like I said, I think the biggest thing is outlook determines outcome. So how you look at something, how you view something, how you wake up every day, your outlook on that is going to determine how things turn out. So if you're positive and you believe that things are going to work out, eventually they're going to work out. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying there's going to be hard days, but eventually it will work out. But if I'm always negative and everything is bad, then that's what I'm going to track. So.
2 more minutes.
Larry, coming to a new organization, the fact is that you played against Pittsburgh before. You got them twice. Baltimore, same deal. Cleveland intimately. How big of a plus is it that 6 of the 16 or 17 games that you're going to be playing this year, you have a pretty good feel for?
Once again, just, I feel like God doesn't make mistakes, and I'm just, I'm excited for the opportunity. Like, I'm not going to put any cap on it. I'm just coming out here every day. I'm working on my craft, my technique, being a leader, and just doing it whatever it takes to help my team win. That's it.
Larry, one last question, going back to just the transformation. You and your mom ever discussed that, years later, just reflecting like, Mom, thank you so much for just making that mom move?
Of course, my mom, my dad, I owe them everything. My rock, they're the reason why I do what I do. So, I can't thank her enough. I can't thank him enough, for just making that decision, because it's not a decision that just changed, my life. It's going to change my kids' lives when I have them, my grandkids' life. It's changed my parents' and my sister's life. It's been able to put me in a position to bless all the people I care about. So I can't thank him enough.
One last question.
Yeah, Larry, when's the last time you came to a practice, and I guess they got you playing the pure 3 technique. When's the last time you were able to kind of settle into that position? I think that's your favorite, I think.
I got to play 3 technique was in high school, and they tried me at it. Yeah, it was really high school. So it's actually kind of exciting because it's actually like a very natural position for me. So I get to do what I do best. So I'm excited.
So this has been fun, I would imagine, to get back to what you probably think you ought to be doing.
Love it.